This is a driver comparison I've been looking forward to doing for 17 years. I just didn't quite realise it yet. The TaylorMade R7 Super Quad, there's some dust in there, against the TaylorMade SIM2 Driver. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here guys. First things first, I'd like to warmly welcome you all to the channel. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel if you're not new to the channel, but guys, if you are new to this very channel, take 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button below and you won't miss all the future videos I've got coming up, and they're every single day. So if you like golf and videos, it's pretty much perfect for you. Today we're talking a 17-year gap, I think. TaylorMade R7 Quad 2004, TaylorMade SIM2 2021. Crazy to think that the R7 is actually that old, but I did a video on this a couple of days ago and I was quite impressed with when I got it out of the middle and quite unimpressed with when I didn't, which was more often than not. So today we're going to test these two clubs head to head. We're going to see how much TaylorMade have improved their drivers in 17 years. I'm going to start off by talking a little bit of specs. So you'll see that the R7 is a little bit shorter than the SIM2 by about a couple of inches. Will a couple of inches make a big difference? I think yes, it potentially will with club head speed, which will obviously result in maybe ball speed and potentially result in a difference in distance. So it's quite difficult to gauge these heads just against each other. The R7 isn't adjustable, so I can't change the shaft in it like we can in the modern day SIM2. So that's already a couple of points scored for the SIM2. The R7 actually has an adjustable weight system, so you can change the CG. You can set it in a fade setting, a draw setting, a low spin setting, a high spin setting. You get the drift. The SIM2 is the first driver for a long time which we haven't had that. You can't change the weights in this. You can potentially get fitted into a slightly different back weight, but that's it. So we've got the R7 set into a fade setting, which in the video, I'm not going to ruin it if you want to go and watch that now and then come back here, but it made a bit of a difference. So let's get started. Real quick one guys, sorry to interrupt, but if you haven't seen, we are giving away a brand new PlayStation 5 over on the Robinsons Off Course channel. So the link for that video is in the description below and I'll tag it in the comments. Let's get back to this video. I'm going to start with the SIM2. I'm nicely warmed up already. I've just done a video on the Callaway Chrome Soft XLS golf ball, which I'm going to use in this review as well because I quite enjoyed it. So let's go. I'm going to jump in and out of these drivers and see what the differences are. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a fade first off the bat. Get in. So guys, get in the comments below and let me know what driver are you using. Are you using an R7? Are you using a SIM2? Are you using anything in the middle from an R7 to an R9, an R11, R11S, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, SIM1, SIM2? I think that's all of them. Oh, and the mini driver as well. That was a good one, wasn't it? Right, come on. Oh, don't go left. Anything in between those from now on, I think. That's interesting. 2,500 spin. Yes, it's gone a little bit left. 278. Quite happy with that because it wasn't out of the mush, as again Foxy would say. Now recently, I don't know if you've been watching the videos, guys. Hopefully you have, but I've actually been swinging pretty well. I've been hitting it a bit straighter. I don't think today is going to be one of them days, so if you want to get in the comments and let me know, you can do, but I am well aware myself already that this isn't looking great dispersion-wise. Really like that ball flight though. If it could just go there, a little bit. Right, one more with the SIM2, then we're going to go into the R7, then we're going to go back into the SIM2, then back into the R7, just so no one can claim that I wasn't loose, was loose, wasn't swinging very good or whatever. Come on, first tee shot when it back opens, down the middle. No, that was rubbish. James. Right, that wasn't great, but hopefully we can continue that with the R7. Because I'm a big believer that driver technology, if you're going to hit it there, hasn't potentially changed that much. But if you're going to hit it like I've just hit it, this is where most people want to see the differences. So what I'm saying is, I've swung bad on purpose today. And if you believe that, you believe anything. So as you would imagine, looking down at the R7, it looks absolutely tiny. We do have this in TaylorMade's own TS7 low torque tip firm shaft, and it's not got an adjustable neck on it. It's 9.5 degree, whereas the SIM2 is 9 degree, and I can adjust that where I want. So bear that in mind. Right, come on, James. Right, not a great start. Not great. That was good. See, that was good, and it's not. It's nowhere near. Certainly seeing a difference in club head speed because of the slightly shorter shaft, but am I going to hit it straighter because it's easier to control with that shorter shaft? That's always something to bear in mind. That was absolutely nailed. I think this is going to be a bigger difference than what I anticipated, you know, even when I do get it out the middle. I'd also like to take this chance to thank Graham for dropping off this R7 quad. Thanks, Graham. I don't really know I'm going to go with that, but we are going to get a game in the summer, hopefully, if we're allowed to play. Right, 5 shots hit with both. We're going to swap over, then swap back over. Actually, I've hit fairways with that. I can't complain with that. Now let's try and tame this SIM2, get it in play, but also get some distance. This is interesting, for me anyway. See, I personally am a big fan of the SIM2's looks. I know a lot of people don't like the look of it from underneath and the colour scheme and things like that, but I do. I think it's kind of welcome change to go back to black. I mean, what is that? What are you doing today? Better. Better. Rhythm. Feel the rhythm, feel the ride. Don't look now, it's 4 left time. I don't think that's copyright. I think I'll get away with that, right. That's so good. That's so good. Why can't I just hit it like that every time? Isn't it amazing how much you feel better just hitting one good golf shot, like your confidence goes woof, back up. Right, 2 more like that, please. You know, I knew that hitting a fade with the first shot of the day could only go one way after that, couldn't it? Could only go badly. That's another one, that's outstanding, if I do say so myself. Big fan of this Callaway ball. I know that's nothing to do with this video, but we are doing a giveaway with these. I've got a couple of dozen of these new Callaway Chrome Soft XLS to give away, so I'll link that video in the description as well. You've got to be a subscriber and watch the Callaway video. Right, if this last shot, the 10th shot with the SIM2, is a good shot, no one's allowed to comment negative things and call me a hacker. Because it's 3 good ones in a row. If it's bad, then you can all pile in. Feel free. It's good. It's good. Yes. Right, that's 10 shots hit with the SIM2. And I'll tell you now that we're going to have to seriously up our game with the R7 to get the numbers where they need to be to... I don't know where this is going to go. Like, I don't know where you guys want it to go. I don't know where I want it to go. Hopefully they're going to be fairly close, but I just can't see it. I certainly feel like with the SIM2, because it's a bigger head, and feels a bit lighter as well, actually, that I can go after it a bit more. That's probably why they're so sporadically dispersional. I have no idea if that's a word, but anyway. R7, come on, pick it up. Now we're talking, that's a bit better. Straight again as well. And I know we're talking kind of 16-year, 17-year gap, but looking down at both the clubs, you wouldn't even think it's the same company. Apart from the logo, which hasn't changed in all those years, that's quite a nice touch. Certainly think with this I'd need it in a kind of 8.5 degree, just to keep it down. Hey, that one, that good, it didn't measure. Right, 2 more, and certainly on your off-centre hits, it's a big, big difference, like a huge difference. Bigger than I anticipated even. Even that, like I've nailed that. I've hit that so good, it's nowhere near. The good news is it's in the fairway. I actually think, logically, would I score better with this being further back in the fairway? Because there's an argument for that. Right, 10th shot, let's go. That's 10 shots hit with a 2004 TaylorMade R7 quad and 10 shots hit with a 2020-21 TaylorMade SIM2. How much difference is there? Let's take a look. Right, dispersion, we're going to look at the R7 first because that's glorious. And I'm quite happy with most of those, to be fair. Now the SIM2 got better as I went on. That's terrible. I openly hold my hands up, that's terrible. I think they're out of 10, there's probably 4 that's just unacceptable. But you know what, I actually struck it not bad. I think that's going to show in the numbers because a lot of them, I think I've hit it quite far today with that. How far did the R7 go comparably? Let's take a look. So on average for the 10 shots, you'll see that we've got the SIM2 at 273, 278 total, and the R7 at 261, 265 total. Club head speed, 2.2 miles an hour faster for the SIM2, resulting in 3.6 more miles an hour of ball speed, and the spin was nearly 1,000 different. Well, it wasn't, it was like 700 different, but for me, that's a bigger difference than I slightly anticipated. I knew that driver technology has come on, especially in the last 16 years. I didn't think it would have come on that much, or I didn't think that the technology was that bad back when I was playing the R7 quad. I certainly couldn't really get to grips with it today. I think it's definitely too high lofted for me. I think 8.5 degree would have been better. That would have brought the spin down maybe a little bit. I think having the movable weight settings in the fade position has helped me potentially hit it straighter as we saw with the dispersion, but then could I have brought the spin down by putting it maybe in the low spin setting? That's something which a club fitter would potentially look at. Can I sacrifice a little bit of dispersion to lower that spin to get it out there a little bit more potentially? Obviously we've got the differences in shafts as well. Shaft technology has come on leaps and bounds in the last 16, 17 years, resulting in more club head speed, even though it's a bigger head, and more ball speed. So quite happy with how I've done the test today. I don't think I could have done it any fairer. Guys, hit the comments below, which one would you use with the dispersion being so good with the R7, but obviously distance being a bit higher with the SIM2. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed that. If you have, then do consider hitting that subscribe button below so you don't miss any of the future videos that are coming. And like I said, they are every single day. So if you enjoy golf, you enjoy videos, this is the place to be. Guys, I think I'm done. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.